What up, everybody? It's your boy Heems, and guys, we're back with another podcast. I hope everybody had a great and beautiful weekend. If you did go out, you did chill. I know there was even Coney Island and several other places that everybody was going to. I hope y'all practice safety out there, because with the way things are, guys, it's actually continuing to increase. Some people are arguing that the COVID is decreasing, but it still does us good to try to practice. You might have a few people that some might think, well, since they open everything up, is it too late? I don't think it's never too late. If you can even save a few, that's better than saving nobody at all or just allowing everybody to get sick. So to everybody out there, please try to be mindful, try to stay healthy, try to stay safe, talk to your family, talk to your loved ones, and make sure that they're on the same page with you as you all try to go through and embrace as this whole situation is going on, the pandemic is going on, so that way you guys can get a better understanding and you guys can ultimately work together. Today, guys, we're going to get into it with another one. Today, Sony is ordering at least 50% more PlayStation 5 consoles than it had originally planned to ship this year. Damn, guys, they ain't playing. They trying to get everybody, they jumping the button. They sitting there hitting that smash button. They sitting there trying to get that up, down, left, right, B code to get as much as they can up here. While the company was expecting to produce around 6 million consoles in 2020, Nikkei says that the figure is now at about 9 million, while Bloomberg says it could reach 10 million. Both publications put the raised expectations down to increased demand for at-home entertainment in the age of the coronavirus. If Sony could sell anywhere near that total number of PS5 consoles through the end of the year, it would mark a major increase on its predecessor. The PS4 launched in November 2013 and has sold through 4.2 million units by the end of the following month. Facebook is also ramping up production of the Oculus VR headsets. To anybody, if you never had a chance to use those or even get to see a gameplay of those, the Oculus VR headset is really phenomenal. Now, in truth, when they originally released the VR or the VR for the PS4, they had rounded it to about the same price as the console. You was looking at about $300, $400. I think truth be told, is still either that at that price or at least about $350. Now, some speculation may include that, the reason that they're keeping it at that price is because of its preparations to go into the next-gen console. Hopefully it'll do so. Otherwise, if you don't feel comfortable with necessarily getting the PS4's VR, there's always the Oculus Rift. The Oculus Rift is universal, or USB, so you should be able to go ahead and grab yourself one of those. With a similar goal of pushing growth up to 2 million units, and that is with right now, guys, what we're talking about with the Oculus Rift in the second half of 2020. This will reportedly be up to 50% on its output for the whole of 2019. The company is said to be starting mass production for a new headset this month. Though Nikkei doesn't say whether it's a standalone system like the Quest or a tethered headset like the Rift S, gaming hardware has often been difficult to buy during the pandemic. Oculus has experienced severe supply constraints, with its Quest headsets frequently selling out as soon as it's restocked. Nintendo, meanwhile, has experienced difficulty meeting demand for the Switch and its home fitness game Ring Fit Adventure. With several major launches happening in the second half of the year, it's no surprise that platform owners want to make sure there's enough stock to go around. And that is something, too, that I have noticed because, when the pandemic first happened, I literally was me and my homie, we were trying to go to Best Buy and we were trying to get a hold of the Nintendo Switch, and it was one of those, if you didn't get it, you were out, you were done. There's no way you're going to get it. And then later on, the more we kept looking into it, we called different stores. Literally no other store had the Nintendo Switch. Now, the big reason why there hasn't been any is, again, due to the pandemic, and they were actually talking about different exposures and even thoughts of the exposure mutating and actually being able to get onto certain materials. People who were being tested as being positive. So it's like the importing, especially from overseas right now, is not in America's best interest, or at least that's the approach that they're taking with it. They're very cautious as far as what they're allowing to import and export through here, and the Switch being one of them. So in the end, I see where it's hurting the company because it's like they can't basically sell that product. They can't push the product the way that they used to. Whatever you can find, or unless someone just happened to trade in the console per se, And even then, you have to be careful with that. There used to be stores too that are actually kind of shutting down CD Game Exchange. And I remember that store. To anybody that's grown up in Cincinnati, you know what I'm talking about. If you couldn't go to GameStop per se to get the games that you were looking for, you would go to places like CD Game Exchange and you would try your luck there. But since everything is secondhand at CD Game Exchange, that also opens up the door of, potential COVID interactions. So they actually ended up, one store actually closed officially in Cincinnati. The other one, they just shut it down for just a moment. Hopefully that one doesn't close either. To everybody out there, I hope you like this topic. To everybody, what are your thoughts when it comes to the idea of them trying to push for more PS5s to come out? Do you think that that's beneficial, or do you think that that's going to hurt them more in the end? Because I'm not the smartest man in the world, but Nintendo came from Japan. The PS5 comes from Japan too. So what's to stop them from either stopping these units from being cut off or cutting off a certain amount? But nonetheless, they're trying to push through the pandemic because, as they're trying to say, people are staying home. We want people to have entertainment while they're at home. And then another $1 million question is, what about the prices? Are these prices still going to be, $70 and up? Is there going to be more? Yes, on one hand, you're getting more bang for your buck, but keep in mind, there are a lot of people who are out there who are either has not returned back to their jobs, and may honestly not return back to their jobs. You got people that are either, trying to get on Social Security or getting on unemployment. There's even talks that this may be the last stimulus, that they maybe couldn't come to a close as far as unemployment. We don't know, because it's still a process. It's still something that everybody's trying to absorb, figure out, trying to see what's best for the economy, for us as U.S. citizens. So what exactly will that mean? And is it honestly the smartest thing right now to really be jumping into getting another console or not? So to everybody, guys, I'll definitely leave you on that note. To everybody that's tuning in, guys, thank you so much as always. If you like this podcast and others, please check your boy out on Anchor as well as on SoundCloud and on Spotify. If you're looking for the audio version or the video version of this segment, you can always find it on YouTube as well as on IGTV as well as on Facebook. To anybody that wants to catch your boy in my streams, feel free to follow your boy on YouTube and Twitch at Heemscast Gaming, all together HEEM, Z as in zebra, C as in cat, AST Gaming, all together. You guys will find me there. I stream on both YouTube and Twitch Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. on YouTube, 8 p.m. on Twitch. We stream a variety of video games, guys, including the latest and the greatest to the oldies but goodies. So definitely make sure you tune in for that. And for any updates and more, both on podcasts and gaming. And of course, if you want to suggest anything as far as like next segments to talk about, you can follow your boy on IG and Twitter at Heemscast Gaming. But to everybody, I hope everybody has a good rest of your Monday. I'll definitely talk to you guys soon. Until then, guys, we're signing off with another podcast, and I'll see you guys soon. To everybody out there, peace.